Very good evening, friends. Meeting again in the session of Materia Medica after a big gap. And today we're going to learn one of the small remedy from the Allen's notes and from the fourth year syllabus, that is Melilotus Alba. It looks small in the Allen's, even in Boericke, but this remedy has a big proving. In fact, it was first proven in 1852 by Bowen. He has proven it, he has explained certain things regarding the remedy, even the psychological aspect. And thereafter, S.C. Allen has very thoroughly proved this remedy, and there is a detailed proving which is available regarding the Melilotus alba. Generally, what happens, we used to take into consideration only the congestive phase of the Melilotus alba. We consider this is the remedy, Melilotus alba, congestion, bleeding, bright red hemorrhage, and hemorrhageal rates. That's all. That's the thing which is fit in our mind. But we forgot many things in this remedy. I will going to share one case. That case was an around 2 years child during the period of dentition. He had a blow on his head, and thereafter he started getting the convulsions. Every time there used to be a very severe headache before the convulsion, and child has, it was so strong that he used to put his head on the wall, and it was so severe, and thereafter he used to bleed from the nose, and thereafter his headache starts relieving, but he used to get a convulsion. And this was the history. Along with this, there were two, three important features which were there. One was there was severe constipation. Child used to pass stools every 2, 3 days, like calcaria. There was a big, large accumulation of the stools, and he used to pass the stools thereafter. And history of convulsions. And this was going on since last 6 months without any result. They have tried many remedies, but nothing was working, and epistaxis was not getting stopped. It used to happen, but whenever epistaxis happens, the child becomes at least the crankiness, because which happens due to the headache, which gets relieved in that case. So that child was brought to me and asked whether homeopathy will help this child. A simple case looks to be a belladonna, close to the belladonna, because belladonna has the similar type of headache, very severe congestive headache, epistaxis. But there was one characteristic that after epistaxis, it used to relieve the headache. That was one characteristic which I observed. Second important characteristic was there convulsions because of the blow on head. That was very, very important. It has the causative modality which was there in that child. Even scan was done earlier. Scan was normal. Nothing was there inside the head, but still the convulsion started thereafter. There was no history of convulsions prior to that. So that was second important characteristic. And all this is associated with obstinate constipation. Child used to pass stools every 3, 4 days. And unless and until there is a large accumulation of the stools in the rectum, he never used to evacuate it. These are very important things which were there. And this child used to get cranky when he starts getting the headache, and it was very severe throbbing. So first remedy in thought was belladonna, which was acute, but this is chronic problem. So second remedy, which might be in thought, that belladonna followed by calcarea, that might be another complementary, because calcarea covers that type of constipation. But the characteristics when I observed, I thought about this Melilotus alba, because headache used to relieved by the epistaxis. So I read the Melilotus. And Melilotus has a deep action. It has a 30 days action. So I have given Melilotus alba 30 to this child continuously for 3, 4 days, and thereafter I stopped that. and ask them to bring the child after 15 days and let us see what happens. And I have kept him on the placebo. After 15 days, when child was brought, there in between there was no convulsion, not a single convulsion. In fact, headache was relieved a lot. Thereafter, no attack of epistaxis happened. And child was playing. He was very happy looking. Second important thing which the parents told that he is passing stools daily. That was second important interesting thing that Melilotus worked at that level also. And then I have continued him only on Melilotus 30 whenever needed, and nearly about I have followed him for 6 months, and only once he had a epistaxis after headache. Thereafter, I have given one dose of Melilotus 200 and he got relieved thereafter, and no more repetition, no more complementary is needed, because Melilotus itself has a deep action. We never get thorough proving. My suggestion to all of you is go through the Murphy's Lotus Materia Medica. You'll going to get a very clear proving of this remedy over there, a detailed understanding of the Materia Medica. So that's a case regarding the Melilotus. Let us open the Melilotus Alba from Allen's keynotes. The first prover was Bowen in 1851, and thereafter Dr. S.C. Allen. It is sweet clover. Family is Leguminaceae. Congestion relieved by hemorrhage. Characteristic of this remedy. Congestion anywhere. It is not only in the head, everywhere, and relieved by hemorrhage is the characteristic. Engorgement of blood vessels in any part or organ. Violent congestive nervous headaches. Epistaxis affords the relief. It looks like bupo, it looks like perimpos, it looks like magnesium sulfate, it looks like belladonna, but belladonna never relieves that. Convulsions of nervous children during dentition. See, this is very important. During dentitional period, the convulsions happens to be there like belladonna. Here, in this remedy, it has been not mentioned in Allen's keynotes, but it is there that convulsions after blow or injury to the head, the convulsion started thereafter. Infantile spasms, eclampsia, and epilepsy. See, this remedy has a depth action at nervous system, in-depth action. So there is a epilepsy, there are infantile spasms, there is eclampsia, there are convulsions specifically of nervous teething children. Religious melancholy with an intensely red face. So face is absolutely intensely red, that is the congestive phase. Religious melancholy means the sadness which is related with the or giving lot of reproaches towards the God, religious melancholy. The melancholy is the state where sadness is expressed on the face, and these people at the same time they blames the God, at the same time they believe in God. Both things, religious melancholy. Religious melancholy with an intensely red face, insanity in early stages to relieve the brain from the pressure and irritation. So, early stage of insanity, this is one more important remedy where a patient can do anything. There are sudden impulse to kill himself, sudden impulse to kill others. All those features are there with this remedy, not mentioned in Allen's, but these are the important features which happen to be there during proving. Nosebleed preceded by intense redness, flushing of face, and throbbing carotid. See the belladonna features. That's why it looks very close to the belladonna with general relief. Very red face precedes the hemorrhage from every organ. So, very red face precedes the hemorrhage from every organ. Constipation, difficult painful constriction in anus, throbbing, fullness, no desire until there is large accumulation like bryonia, like alumina. The relationship compare amyl nitrate, the antimcrude in epistaxis after headache but does not relieve. Antimcrude and amyl nitrate, the headache is not relieved by epistaxis. Belladonna glowina in sanguinaria in congestive headache, red face, hot head, etc. One of the important modality which you used to get in Melilotus is approach of a storm aggravates and rainy weather, changeable weather aggravates. So this is a very important remedy, specifically if hypertension is there, associated with severe headache is there, flushed face is there, with epistaxis, which gives the relief, the convulsions after blow on the head, the intestinal convulsions or convulsions during dentitional period. This is wonderful remedy to be think of. It has many aspects. Has many aspects. Even it acts on the rheumatism also. It is one of the important remedy. In female genitals, again, you get many features related to that. So this is a good remedy to be learned. My suggestion, you go through the Boericke Materia Medica first and then Lotus Materia Medica from Murphy. You'll get the thorough proving of the Melilotus Alba, and then you'll get the understanding of this remedy, and you'll get the action that it is in-depth action. The 30 days action have been mentioned by SC Island regarding this remedy. So it's a wonderful remedy to be utilized in practice. And for students, this is very important remedy for congestive headache as well as epilepsy, eclampsia, etc. So that's all for today. Thank you being there. We'll meet again tomorrow with the next remedy. Good night.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Good night.
Good night.